So Tesla just released a new car. It's called the Cybertruck. It's their variant of the pickup truck. If you're a stock investor, is this something that will cause you to buy the stock more? Is this something that will let you get in? Will they actually make more money off of this? Will this bring them into profitability? Check this video out if you want to know more whether Tesla is a good investment or not. Hi everyone, this is Marvin Germo. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and smash that bell so you get updated every time I create new content about the stock market. One goal, one heart of this channel is to be able to bring you closer and closer to financial freedom. So we're closing 60,000 subscribers. Thank you so much to all of you who have been sharing, who have been liking, who have been commenting this on the videos that I create. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. So in this video, we will talk about Tesla. I know there's been a lot of talk about Tesla's new release, its new variant, but let's talk about this from a stock market perspective. This is also for people who don't know what Tesla is, who don't know the background of the company, the narrative of the company, what are the things that they sell. We're gonna show you and feature the things that you need to know if you want to invest in Tesla. Before I start, comment Tesla if you believe it's worth buying. Comment avoid if you think it's not worth buying as well, so that at least we have a good discussion among people, among investors, or among those who also love Tesla, among those who love Tesla cars as well. Just so you know, also the first time I saw a Tesla car was 2015. I think it was in Texas. Yeah, it was in Texas. It was so amazing because when I looked at the hood, there was no engine, and that's how they built Tesla. Most cars have the engine in front because Tesla is electronic. It's just purely storage up front. So enjoy the rest of the video and comment Tesla if you like Tesla. So in this video, let's talk about Tesla from a business standpoint, from an investment standpoint, and this is also for people who are not too familiar with what Tesla is. I'm sure that's a small amount of the population, but I want to make this as basic as possible for everyone, so at least also you get the logic on how I analyze stocks, how I analyze companies as well. We're going to talk also about the technicals and the fundamentals of the stock, so that for those of you who love charts, we get to analyze it together as well. For those of you also who love to look at it from an investment standpoint, we're going to talk about that as well. So let's try to break it down. Comment Tesla at any point in this video if you believe the stock is worth buying. Comment avoid Tesla if you don't think the stock is worth buying as well. So just to break it down, for those who are not too familiar of what Tesla is, basically Tesla is an electric car manufacturer, and what I like about it is basically you all know the things that's happening in the world right now, that there's such a push towards green technology. People are shying away from gas, petroleum, because they're harmful to the environment, and that's why you're seeing a lot of the shift not towards using diesel and gas have started to not decline, but you're seeing a larger use already, and you see a shift, especially in Europe, for people to go electric because it's more environment friendly as well. So I think this is the upside of Tesla. It's not just because they're into the electric car manufacturing segment, but it's because the whole world, especially in the more developed markets, they're heading towards electric cars. They're headed towards green technology as well. Now, one of the things that I look at also is, aside from the company and aside from where industry it is in, I also look at who the leadership of the company is, because how people perceive the company is also dependent on who the CEO, who the chairman is. Similar to Berkshire Hathaway, people love it because it's Warren Buffett. Similar to Microsoft, they loved it when it was also Bill Gates, and how he also transitioned it to other people who are running the show right now. Similar to Apple when it was Steve Jobs, and how Tim Cook is also running the helm. So Jack Ma, Alibaba, so things like that. Who the leader of the company is will also spell the difference between how innovative they are and what the tone of the company will be for the next few years. So for Tesla, I'm sure most of you know this, it's Elon Musk. Elon Musk is worth 23.4 billion US dollars. He's also the CEO of SpaceX, and he calls himself, even though he wasn't really the one who started or founded Tesla Incorporated, he's a co-founder of Tesla as well, and has brought Tesla to where it is right now as well. Please remember, this was such an innovative concept that years and years ago. Just the fact that you're using electric cars is something that was not heard of. Just to have the ability to be able to travel long range using an electric car, and what he did to put charging stations in different areas where people could charge their cars, so that for people who are traveling long durations, long distances, they get to be able to uh, charge their cars and get to travel long miles as well. And what I like about Elon Musk is his drive to innovate, his creativity. What he did after he sold his first businesses. Normal people, when they get a large cash payout, they would stop. But real entrepreneurs, they're not in it for the money. They're in it to change the game. They're in it to innovate. They're in it to create. And that's what he has been doing. That's think about this. SpaceX alone is such a drastic and dramatic concept as already, similar to Tesla. And I believe this is changing the world. This is changing the way we perceive things. Tesla has a couple of cars already that are out. The Model S, which is a sedan. The Model X, which is a hybrid, and then you have the Model 3, which is also a sedan as well. There's a lot of talk about Tesla as of today because they just showcased their Cybertruck. Comment below if you like the Cybertruck. Comment below if you think it looks cool. Comment below if you think it looks bad. I've heard mixed reviews about it. Some people say it's so high tech. I've heard some people say that it's ugly. So I don't know. It really depends on what you perceive it to be. I think it's cool and high tech, but I don't know. That's how I see it. They even made an ad where it pulled an F-150. It was a very, very good marketing stunt. And as you all know, Tesla became the marketing event became so viral when they said that the blast was something that's not destructible, but when they tried to put something or throw something at it, the glass started to break. That made it even more viral as well. So that's something very, very interesting from a marketing standpoint, how they were able to turn and spin something that should have been negative into something that is very, very positive. And I'll attribute that also to the brand of Tesla. Tesla is not just anymore a car; it's already a brand. It's not just anymore like you don't go for Tesla just because it's an electric car. You go for Tesla because it's Tesla. I think it's the same. It's in the same footing right now as Apple. It's the same footing right now like Nike. It's the same footing right now like Starbucks. That people go for Tesla not just because it's an electric car, but just because it's Tesla. So above and beyond it being an amazing brand, here are the reasons why I love Tesla as well, and I hope this helps somehow educate you also and give you enough data whether you should also like it or not. Comment below if this is helping you understand Tesla. Comment also below if this is you need more information as well as for you to decide whether you should buy Tesla or not. But the whole goal of this is just to give you data so that you get to analyze it as well as you are an investor. So why do I love Tesla? Number one, I said this at the start of the video. I really believe electric cars are the future. We will be in a world where 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now, that us being dependent on gas, us being dependent on diesel will just start to decline. We will see more and more people who will use electric cars, and this is just the start of it. They're ahead of the curve. They're the ones who have built a brand off of it. And as you've been watching the videos that I've been creating, brand is everything. Whoever builds a brand will always win. Whoever has brand recall will always win. They won't say I want an electric car. They will always say I want a Tesla. Number two, I like Tesla because they continue to innovate and shock everybody. They just continue to do things. If you've seen and you've been inside the Tesla, amazing. The console is just amazing. It's just surreal. It's just out of this world. It's they've brought a car and then they've shifted it and changed it into something that's so luxurious, so nice, so innovative. Just the console alone, just the front. If you're driving the car, it's amazing. Just the sound of the engine that you barely hear a thing, man. That's I can't stop raving about this. I just hope that there's more and more of this in the Philippines. I know it's not regulated yet in the Philippines, but I've seen I think one or two Teslas drive around, but I don't know how they were able to do it. But in more developed markets, in Hong Kong, there's so many Teslas there. In the US, there's so many Teslas there, and I really believe that this is just the start of even more and more. Especially they've started to produce more cars already that they will peg as cheaper than what the first luxurious pegs were. You know, the more they see, the more they create cheaper brands, the easier it will be for normal people also to buy Tesla. And I believe this will just hit scale. This will just hit more mass acceptance, and more people will be shifting from gasoline-fired cars to electric cars. Why do I love Tesla? Number three, I've mentioned this also at the start. They have amazing leadership. As long as Elon Musk continues to be at the helm, as long as Elon Musk would continue to innovate and would continue to spice things up, Tesla is in very, very good shape. As long as people love what he does, as long as uh, he's a good thought leader in this space, the stock will just continue to go up as well. Number four, why do I love Tesla? Their pricing model has been amazing. What they did was basically this: when they started with their first model, it was basically more luxurious. It was more high end, limited supply, higher pricing. Because of course, if you create something at the start, you when you are just starting out, the cost of everything will be higher, and that's what they did. They made it at a higher price point, so that also even if they don't mass produce it, they don't make as much cars, they will still get a larger revenue in return. But as they started to scale it, also they started to develop and enhance the technology, and they've started to find cheaper alternatives to be able to do it. That's when they started to scale down the pricing also and create cheaper models as well. So that's the name of the game. You make, for those who don't know any, for those who are new into investing and business, the style is limited supply, higher end, higher price. Then when you create more supply, the price will drop, but the quality also, or the sophistication also will drop as well. And that's what they've been doing. They've been catering to the higher market ever since, but now they're starting to get a larger, I guess, mid market, to try to get tap the mid market as well. Number five, Tesla ranked as the world's best selling plug-in passenger manufacturer in 2018, which this is amazing. It all attributes to the brand already. And my style always in stocks is you always go for the market leader. You always want to invest with a company that's doing well, crushing it, and beating the competition out. You'd always want to be with the ones who are beating their enemies. You always want to have the ones that has an amazing moat, not just about the brand, but also about how large the company is, because it will be harder to beat companies that are well established already. And that's what also Tesla is doing. It's also shocking the world, and it's innovating, and it's trying to beat the establishment as well. And number six, as part of that, vehicle sales in the US have been up 280% for 2018, from just 48,000. Imagine this in 2017 to 182,400 in 2018. So they've managed to figure out a way how to mass produce. They figured out a way already how to scale this up. And I really believe as long as orders are there, they will continue to find a way in order how they can speed up production for this as well. Number seven, why do I love Tesla? Because global sales are up 138% in 2017. So this just shows that the name of the game is not just anymore them just building and creating a mass stockpile of earnings and orders from the US. It's just that more and more people are. It's getting traction also from around the world. Please remember, they're not the only cars in the electric space. There are a lot of companies already that are dabbling into this. There are a lot of companies that are into this as well. You have a lot of traditional car manufacturers that are trying to get into this space, but Tesla is still the number one brand. There are a lot of companies also that are trying to make hybrids, gas and electric. But at the end of the day, Tesla just keeps on growing. Number eight, why do I love Tesla? Cybertruck orders have been they've got 200,000 Cybertruck orders. From what I've seen, it's not just 200,000; it's 250,000. Right after the presentation night, right after the marketing event. Please remember, this was after also them having a bad when they did the presentation and the glass broke. It should have been something that was negative, but in spite of that, they were still able to get a lot of orders. Just a caveat also, orders does not mean that people will actually pull through and actually get the car. But this already showed a large amount of interest in just one presentation night as well. For a car that a lot of people have also been saying it looks ugly, but the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the amount of money that people are willing to spend on it. if people say it's ugly, but there's a lot of people pouring in money into it, my money is into the people who put the money in. It's not in the people who say it's ugly and don't put money in. It's always about how much orders they get, because at the end of the day, we can say it's ugly, but if people are ordering it, it means that there must be something that's good about it as well. Number nine, why do I love Tesla? Revenues have continued to increase from 2014 to 2018. So if you look at this, 2014, this is in billion US dollars. The revenue of Tesla was 3.2. 2015, 4 billion US dollars. 2016, 7 billion. 2017, 11.8 billion. 2018, 21.5 billion. They've more than from 2014 to 2016, they've more than doubled their revenue. From 2014 to 2017, they've almost quadrupled it. And from 2014 to 2018, they've moved up almost 700 times. They've earned more than 7 times already what they got in 2014. So this is an amazing growth spurt for them. And this, as long as they continue to innovate and as long as they continue to make build a brand around it, I believe this will continue to increase. And just a caveat though as well, I'm not comparing this to Amazon. This by no means also is Tesla similar to Amazon as well. But if you remember, Amazon was getting a lot of sales when they started out, but they were getting zero revenue. They were actually losing money as well. Tesla, similar to Amazon. Tesla has been losing money for the past 5 years. They were operating on a net loss still. So let's see. I think the narrative here is this. As long as they're able to raise money, they will be able to stay afloat. As I forgot the exact figure, but Tesla is also sitting on a pile of cash right now. Of course, not as big as how the pile of cash of what Apple is, but as long as they keep raising money, they will be able to stay afloat. They'll be able to keep on producing, and once they start producing more, keep on producing more, keep on producing more, they will hit a point. They will hit their sweet spot. They will hit their inflection point of profitability. So, as an investor, you have two options. You believe that a company that Elon Musk will be able to make this something that's very, very, very profitable. You come in right now, or you wait until they really earn and start earning and get really get net income positive as well. So that's how it is when in the world of stocks. It's really, if you buy the fear, you come in when everyone's fearful, you buy cheap, but you have to wait longer. Or you come in when everyone's excited, there's no more fear, but the stock started to go up. But the narrative there is when you start buying a stock that's going up, it might be more expensive. So you have to pick. And for those who are traders, naman, let's look at what the charts are saying. This is the chart as of yesterday. As of I think November 26. This does not include the closing price of November 27, but this is of November 26. As you can see, Tesla is close already to the 380 US dollar resistance level. It also has a resistance at the 357 level. What does that mean? The drop in price that you saw for the past 5 days for Tesla is pretty much predicated on it failing to break the 357, 360 resistance level. One thing that we need to watch out for is there's a support at the 321 level. If it bounces off the 321, it could hover again, bounce from 321, it could go to 357. Main resistance is at 380. However, if it drops below the 321, 322 level, there's a possibility that it could retrace back to 294, 295. If the 295 level does not hold, it could go back to the 265 level, and you have the main support at the 245 level for the short term. Then if 245 does not hold, you have a support at 210, and the lowest risk support is at 175. So for those who have more time, for those who have patience, I guess the cheapest area for you to buy is 175. If you're trading the 175 to 380 level, this is something that's not worth buying right now. If you're trading a shorter duration, the 321 to 380 level, you could buy at the bounce of 321, sell at 380. If you have a even shorter time frame, you could buy at the bounce of 321, sell at the 357, 358 time frame as well. For those who are shorting, you just have to flip what I'm saying. If 321 does not hold, you could short the stock and position it at 295 or 266. But again, please remember this. These are my thoughts, my ideas. I hope that you still decide based on your own research, based on your own data, based on your own information. But I hope that what I have, especially for those who are not exposed into US markets, this is something that will give you an understanding on how you can actually trade and win using technical analysis as well, even in other markets. So comment Tesla if you like to buy Tesla off of this. If you want to know more on how you can invest in US markets, comment US markets, and I'll send you the link on how you can
open accounts and how you can also trade other markets as well. Because as what I always say, because of the internet, it's not as hard anymore for you to be able to invest as well. Just a quick plug, if you want to know more about investing in the stock market, I have 5 books. They're all in the description. They're all under Shopee. You can order this from the comforts of your home as long as you have the Shopee app. You'll be able to buy and order these books. The whole goal of this books is to help you know what the stock market is. The whole goal of this books is to help you what investing is, so that you get to win and you get to trade the markets with confidence. Because over and over, I'll never stop saying this, the way for you to be able to make money of any investment is you come in with the right data and the right information, that you don't come in blindly. You come in with a set of information that you know will work for you. And our last Stock Smarts Manila for the year will be December 7, 8, and 14, where we will talk about technical and fundamental analysis, where I just have one goal, just to educate you, give you the right information, give you the right data, so that you can trade the markets with confidence as well. So I don't know, just comment, send your questions, and we'll try to make as much more videos about all of this for you guys, because at the end of the day, it's all about how you trade and how you win. So that's it for now. I hope this video helps you, and I hope you guys enjoy.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this is something that added value to you. This is not just about Philippine stocks anymore. I want the reason why I keep on doing videos like this is I want to open Filipinos also to the advent that, hey, you can actually make money outside the Philippines as well. It's time for Filipinos to make money outside the Philippines. It's time for Filipinos also to find opportunities outside the Philippines as well. It's amazing to earn from Philippine stocks, but it's also amazing to be diversified outside the Philippines as well. And I keep urging you, I keep pushing you. If you're a Filipino, it's time for you to make money outside also the Philippines. The world has been making money off of the Philippines. It's time we make money also off of the world as well. And if you like more videos talking about principles outside the Philippines, opportunities on how you can make money outside the Philippines, comment, I want to know more, because I'm just gonna keep on making videos like that for all of you. For those who want to learn more about my books and my last seminar for the year, Stock Smarts Manila, all of the links are down in the description. All of the details also for the books are down in the description as well. You can order all of them via Shopee. So I guess that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo, urging you, pushing you to invest, to massively use this time while you are young, to invest in the prime years of your life, so that as you start stockpiling assets, those assets will work hard for you. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you. Trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.